Peace, y'all. So as I'm out here moving around, I'm just sitting back thinking, and I want to be honest. I really, my heart goes out to anybody that's really going to be affected, by this temporary government shutdown, who don't have other means or who don't have like really family support or support, transportation, any other means to where you can get the help that you need. But what I would like to do is just offer some words of encouragement, because I really feel bad. Like, it didn't even occur to me, I wasn't even thinking about none of this stuff until I kept seeing people talking about it on my Facebook thread and just saying stuff about it. And to me, what they were saying was completely inconsiderate and very apathetic. I'm not an apathetic individual like that. My kids are grown. You feel me? They're grown and they both work. So by any means, this situation right here is not affecting me personally, but for those that it is affecting, that's personal to me, because I don't like seeing people, I don't like seeing people hurt. I don't like seeing people suffer. That's not who I am, and I just want to let people know that if you are in that situation to where you're not getting your benefits, and you may not have a lot of food, or you may not have means to make things happen, I want to encourage you to either get on the internet and at least look for, a food bank in your area, or to where they're giving food giveaways at. There's other means to eat. It's the holiday season too, so they do a lot of like giveaways and stuff like that. So I just want y'all to be encouraged. I know people stressed out. I know people may be even depressed and worrying, but just try to regulate your emotions and come up with other ideas and look up some stuff that might can help you, at least be able to suffice until they get whatever they doing with this government stuff together. And I want y'all to know that my heart is going out to y'all. If there was anything I could do for anybody that I know personally, I would. You know what I'm saying? I don't like seeing people suffer. I just don't like it. And I don't like apathetic people. I don't like inconsiderate people either. You got all these people that's going around here talking about, depending on the government. If we really want to talk about not depending on the government, how about everybody quit their job and we stop paying bills? Let's do that. Let's move out our houses and build huts, because that's the only way we getting away from the government. You feel me? And then we still might not even get completely away from it. I'm not listening to nobody that don't have a dollar in a plan. All these people talking junk, is they not going to put their money where their mouth is. And until stuff start affecting their inconveniences, here she come. Until things start affecting their inconveniences and their luxuries, they're not going to understand what some of y'all are going through. You know what I'm saying? Me being who I am, I understand. I understand how it feels to struggle, and this whole culture should know how that feels. Whether we do it or not, it's not the point. The bottom line is consider other people. Consider other people. People are so selfish. And then I just can't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about the kids. I'm thinking about, children who go to school, that depend on school lunches, because they may come from single parent homes. This stuff is bigger than us. And everybody want to act like because they get up and go to a 9-to-5 job, they doing something special. Whoop-de-doo. You waiting on somebody to pay you too. So you depending on somebody to feed you. I'm so sick and tired of people. They got all this stuff to say. We can't even get a hold of our own natural resources, because if the government was to interfere or stop all of that supply, or stop doing what it does to operate and function to cleanse and sanitize our water, if it cuts off our connection to the internet, the Wi-Fi, electricity, and heat, we got too many privileges. So we don't understand how other people might be feeling that may be in less fortunate situations. And to me, that's bold. That's bold, because we should never forget. That's not being mindful when you can fix your mouth to degrade people, or to think that we should just act like, oh, everybody is in a situation to just wake up and say, oh, well, forget the government. Everybody ain't gonna be okay, y'all. Some of us will, but not everybody. Everybody don't have people they could call. Everybody don't have support systems. Everybody don't have family. You know what I'm saying? It's a cold world out here. And y'all out here talking all this junk like, oh, it's nothing. That's so inconsiderate. I'm sorry. It's just inconsiderate. It is. And I don't think any of us can afford to be talking about depending on the government. Like I said before, and I'm going to keep saying it, we all depend on it for all our luxuries that we have now. Because if it wasn't for the infrastructure that the government has provided, guess what? We'll all be living in huts, or waiting on somebody else, or learning masonry to build our own infrastructure. Okay, do you go home and got the privilege to turn on your lights, your gas when you want to cook, your hot water when you want to shower, when you want to drink water, you know what I'm saying, your TV, your Wi-Fi, all these privileges, people, get in your car, drive where you won't go to the gas station and all of that. But guess what? If the government start interfering and cutting all that stuff off, guess what? What will we do then? If y'all want to be so independent from the government, quit going to work. Everybody just quit going to work and paying bills. Because if the government don't have no tax money to take out of you, if the government don't have no slaves getting up going to work every day to tax, they wouldn't have no benefits to give nobody. How about that? But see, y'all ain't going to do that. You ain't going to really put your money where your mouth is. Y'all just talking. You know what I'm saying? And it's really annoying me. Because while y'all doing all that talking, it's people out here that's really going to suffer. It's people out here that's going to be hungry. It's people out here that can't just get up out of their wheelchair and get on a bus. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all even think about the people who may have disabled children at home? Nah, because y'all don't care. Because it's not interfering with your comfortability. It's not interfering with your comfort zone. Selfish. Selfish. But be careful. Be careful. I'm trying to tell y'all, be careful. So I just want to encourage other people that might be going through something, y'all, to don't get discouraged. Because I feel bad for y'all. I do. Because I know it's people out here that ain't going to be okay. But I know the power of depression. I know the power of stress. And I know the power that the mind can play on people when they get in those distressed situations. Single parent homes, 2-parent homes. Hell, it's people out here that you know, they're 2-parent family homes with 2 good jobs and they still struggling to make ends meet. Still. You know what I'm saying? My heart going out to everybody, but I just want to try to encourage people not to get to the point to where you want to give up on yourself because you're afraid of what the system is going to do. Ignore these stupid, ignorant people that's doing all this talking on this online. And you know what I'm saying? Because this government and whatever it's doing can affect anybody. And it doesn't matter what class you in. It doesn't matter what your culture is, what color you are, how much money you make. We all can be affected by the system. We all can be affected by it. You understand? So I want to give y'all the encouragement to try to do what y'all can to find other means. If y'all have social workers, call your social worker and ask them, you know, for other means to where you make it go to a food bank and get y'all something to eat. I feel bad for people. I do. And that's really all I came to say, man. I'm just sitting here thinking. And it's just, you know, my heart is hurting for a lot of people. I had a baby brother that had cerebral palsy. He on the other side now, you know, but I don't know what I would do, you know, if I had family members that I knew, I know you hungry. Ain't no way. You know, people that work, that get this stuff. So it's not just people who ain't got jobs that get bridge cards or government assistance. It's people who worked that get this stuff too, you know. So I just want to give my heart to y'all, man, and let y'all know that I'm rooting for y'all and to try to find other means. If I find any information, I will post it on my social media pages for y'all. And that's really all I came to say. All right. I hope everybody get through this. On that note, I'm out. Peace.